Attention listener, the following broadcast has been created for entertainment and comedy purposes. If you do not find it funny or entertaining, just don't listen. LOL. Nobody is forcing you.
Was he going cap? Is he not going cap? He's going cap.
I'm going cap, bro. I'm not trying to let anyone see this hair.
We're in the same boat.
Your name is, I can't fuck up Jason.
Yeah, what'd you call him?
Double.
Nah, you didn't call him that when you said his name first.
No?
You called him something else, like completely wrong.
Nah, I wasn't that far off.
It was like Tundo or something like that.
Nah.
It definitely, yeah, because I listened to it, I was like, nah, you didn't mess it up that bad.
I don't think I did. I think you're fucking with me.
Nah,
You're trying
you
to
listen to that first thing, his first name, you were way off.
Okay.
Nailed the surname.
Oh, yeah. Fucking ease. I could do that with my eyes closed.
So.
Yeah, I could do that with my freaking eyes closed.
I love that you've met more tumours than he has.
And he has,
and it's his surname.
And it's his surname. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Perth's 81st Best Podcast. Absolute nonsense. I'm T. I'm here again. I'm always going to be here. I'm not going to leave. Not going to leave you guys alone. Don't want to make some people cry. Today, guys, I'm going to say the same thing I always say. I'll go on the YouTube, subscribe, go on the Instagram, follow. They're all the easiest thing now. The Absolute Nonsense Podcast. I might make a TikTok, maybe.
You should definitely make a TikTok.
Definitely make a TikTok.
Dude, that's where you get the numbers from.
I don't know if I want China knowing me like that.
Oh, dude, they already do. They already do. You're on their radar. If you're in like the top 82 podcasts in Perth, bro, you're making waves.
Already know me. And guys, you've already heard the voice now. I've got a guest again. He's to my right, as always. Until that one day where I stood on that side because, I don't know. I have
Catch a different angle.
Catch a different angle.
Yeah, man.
Ango.
Ango? We can catch some angos if you want to.
Go get a
I don't
mango.
know what they look like.
This guy here is probably the henchest comedian in Perth.
Henchest.
Henchest.
I don't even know what that word is.
Just bulk.
Oh, yeah, and I'll take it. Yeah.
Sorry.
That ain't even a diss. Yeah, let me just staunch.
From what I've seen, he likes golf. From what I've seen, I know he's South African.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got another African guy. I'm just collecting them all in Perth now.
Gang.
If you're African and you're
Throwing
in Perth,
up the A's.
and you do some interesting stuff, and you look in your DMs, I might be in there already.
Yeah.
Guys, it's Jason Wood here.
Happy to be here, sir.
Thank you for coming on. Like I say,
absolute pleasure.
every time. I appreciate it so much. It's an understatement for how happy I am.
Oh,
to have you
likewise,
here.
man. Thanks for reaching out.
Nah, it's all
I
good.
appreciate
It is
the
all
message.
good. I have had, like I told you before, I'd already messaged you before I got told good things about you, but that kind
that's
of made me
good.
feel better.
So it's just backed up that you
So
made
it's
the
just
right
backed up.
choice.
I made the right choice.
Sweet.
Asking the right guy.
I'm gonna fuck all that up today.
Gonna ruin
Yeah.
everything
Just
that anyone's
one word
ever said.
answers
Is
for everything. Just be held droll.
oh, bro.
This is just a pump cover. Like I'm actually really skinny in real life. Just I don't work out at all.
I can just imagine you go home and you just take everything
Just
off.
hang my muscles up on the wall.
You're like
Another day done.
You're borderline a kid in Uganda, just
Hell yeah,
looking
man.
for food.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm that World Vision kid that made it.
you're the
Yeah.
you're the one that did it. You're the one that got all the donations.
Yeah, man. Turns out I can swim.
Well, guys, yeah, let's get into it, bro. Like you've seen the episodes now.
Yep.
Like to start with 10 questions.
Hell
that
yeah,
will-
GPT, bring it on.
Yeah, questions that will just show different sides here. But I've changed the.
Oh, you didn't
as far
change
as
the
you know,
questions
I've
up on
gone-
me?
I've gone
Oh,
down,
you
changed the
dog.
stuff up, yeah.
I had some preset. I already know like one answer I had guaranteed.
Oh, let's see if it comes up.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I'm still going to answer it. So bring it up at the end.
All right, so I've got 6 questions, 5 or 6 questions here for you.
Yep.
They're just open questions, and then I've got 7 quick fire questions I'll ask
Ooh,
you
I
afterwards.
like it.
You gotta
Will keep me on my feet.
keep you on your feet.
Cool. I'll be the same height if I was on my feet or sitting down anyway, so that's fine. Still in camera.
I wish I could move the camera angle and show them you're not touching the ground right now.
Nah, I'm just swinging my
He's fagged, just
I don't
straight
know
up
what you're
sitting
talking
there,
about.
just
I don't know what you're talking about. I am planted.
just having a good time.
I lowered the chair anyway.
I'm planted on my tippy toe.
Yes, just one toe.
Just what? The big toe.
Yeah.
Not even the big toe. You've got your
just-
middle toe is the big one, isn't it?
Nah,
you're
I'm
that
too
type of guy?
short. I'm too short. I don't have that. My second toe was like, I'm gonna stop growing when you grow. So, real early in life. Like those Chinese women that have their feet tied up at birth.
Yeah.
Like in the olden days.
Yeah.
That's me, but just I didn't have my feet
You
tied
just
up.
didn't have your feet. You got the feet of a 6-year-old
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheap shoes.
All right. If you could time travel to any point in history, where would you go?
Oh, I like that one. Am I allowed to mess with stuff or am I just observing?
No, you can do whatever you want. That is part of the. Actually, there is more of a question. It does say, "What would you do?" So if you're messing
Okay,
stuff up, that's
so-
you've answered that without even knowing.
So I've often thought about this, and it's probably comes down to 2 points in time,
Okay.
and one of them is whether or not it actually happened.
Oh,
Right. So
Space moon landing.
let's say hypothetically
9/11.
the Bible is real. No. Everybody knows that was the Americans. I love you, China. No.
You're like, I need
You're
my
about to
TikTok
make it to number
pop off.
80 soon. You're about to make it number 80. So hypothetically, if the Bible is real, I'd go back to the day Jesus supposedly came out of that cave and I'd just be there. I'd be like, what's up, bruh? Like, how the fuck did you pull that off? Like, give me some info
Looking for the smoke and
about
mirrors.
where the world is about to go and how I can like do my own thing.
Yeah.
And then probably stick around to the day where he gets
Crucified.
where he gets
No, that's after. No, my bad.
no that's
so-
after, but I'd go back to where he gets basically stabbed in the back by Judas.
Oh, yeah.
Where he gets ragged on,
Yeah.
and I would throw a spanner in Judas's works and be like, nah, it's not him. Like, I fuck up that whole timeline.
You'll be the 13th disciple.
Yeah,
It's
they're like,
where
there's
did you
this
come
really
from?
random black dude.
Jason.
And the Last Supper, I'd just be on the end with like a chicken bone, just chomping down, like wearing Jordans or whatever.
Just in the
Be
background.
weird, yeah.
Just there.
yeah. Like wearing a cross before crosses were a thing.
They were a thing,
They'd be
yeah.
like, oh, that's a cool thing. We should put him on it. No.
Witchcraft.
Yeah, 100%. But I'd like reset the narrative for black people.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well,
we would be the ones that go and take over everybody's like, because if you're doing it
oh,
from
bet.
the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah,
of time,
Yeah.
like fuck Great Britain. Africa would go to the UK
Be like,
and
"Guys,
steal
we
the
need to go
slaves,
right
and then
now."
they burn while they're in the fields because
Yeah.
them and the sun doesn't go down too well. But it'd be a different ballgame entirely. So that's one thought process. The other one would be to go back to like when dinosaurs were alive.
And
I think
die?
that'd be sick. Nah, because like for the basic understanding that we have, you'd know which ones to avoid and which ones that you that are herbivores and carnivores and shit like that. But I would genuinely want to see how small T-Rex's arms are compared to his body.
If it's fact.
Like that's the
like-
biggest FU to any creature on the face of this planet.
Just-
we're gonna make you apex, but bitch, you can't hug nobody.
No love for you.
Can't even pick up your own food. You've got to chomp.
You gotta
and
chomp.
just,
That's all
like,
you do.
They
They're like-
do nothing.
Imagine they're actually herbivores. They
Yeah.
actually didn't want to eat other things, but
Also, just to hear how they sound.
facts. Imagine everything we know about everything is wrong.
Yeah, like I've got this video saved on my phone because I laugh every time I see it. But it's T-Rex at the end of Jurassic Park
Oh,
or
okay.
Jurassic World where he's like on the edge of where the building was or where the helipad is, and like it's the end of the movie and everybody's cleared off the island and he just lets out that epic roar that T-Rexes are known for.
Yeah.
I always wonder if he was just like like if that's the noise they made or just like no roar. Just this hell slow like no one would take him seriously after that.
touch my head.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. These muzzy butts suck. Yeah, those are the two
Those are
times
the
in history. Purely selfish reasons.
If you had to live in a fictional world from a book or movie, which one would you choose?
Now, I thought about this after listening to the episode with Taba, right? And I have a question for the hypothetical. Am I just me in this world, or am I like whatever I want to be.
This show is called Absolute Nonsense for a reason.
Cool.
You can do whatever you want.
So if I can go back and be in like a fictional thing, I'd 100% go into the Marvel universe if I could be a superhero.
Oh, okay.
If I'm just a human, fuck
Yeah.
that, because they're just destructive as anything and I stand no chance.
Yeah.
Or I'd go into the Dragon Ball Z world if I could be a Super Saiyan.
I've never seen a black Super Saiyan.
Oob is a Super Saiyan.
Oob.
Yeah, the black dude. So you know Majin Buu Saga?
Yeah,
Pink dude?
yeah.
Out of that comes Oob. And he's the black dude with the mohawk. Look it up on your phone. Just UUB.
Okay.
Because everybody knows Piccolo's black, but he's green. Like no white guy has that voice. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dude,
But he's green.
100% he's black, but he's green black.
Is it UUB?
UUB. Yep.
Ooh.
See? That dude. I'd be him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You be him. You are
100%.
pretty much him. You got the
Exactly.
same height.
If I could get the hair,
So, yeah.
that's it. And maybe drop a bit of body fat and learn to fight.
No, he looks pretty yolk here. But
Yeah. I'm not that though.
not that. You want to...
Yeah, see,
You
I'd be
just wanna
that
be- you be on
dude.
the
Just a
hill,
little
yeah.
angry dude with like Mowgli rags on ya from the Jungle Book. Like that's Jungle Book Mowgli on roids. And learn to fight.
And there's a little
Yeah, like
bitch.
Shere Khan ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two.
I was going to ask, when you said you'd be a superhero in the Avengers, or you'd have powers, what powers would you want?
In Marvel, I
Marvel,
always
yeah.
wanted to be the Hulk.
Oh, just,
Yeah, just the angrier you got, the more powerful you got. I was an angry kid, and I was just, if I got stronger when I was younger, the more angry I get, man, you could not touch me. Turns out I didn't, and you could still beat me up because I was little, but different story now. I'm medium now. But he's invincible.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like got exiled to another planet and literally broke that world.
oh, yes, he did.
World
yeah,
Breaker Hulk.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
waiting for them to turn that to a movie. If they nerf his powers,
Yeah.
I'll write it by myself.
You were a comic guy.
Dude, I'm obsessed. I grew up with it. I was listening to like with your conversation with Tabo, he was like,
With who?
Tabo?
Yeah, you fucked up
Yeah,
his
a
name.
little bit. Sorry, Tabo. Sorry, Tumbo. I was listening to how when Yondu passed away, he said that broke him. That's where he cried.
Yeah.
Literally this afternoon on the way home, I was like, you little bitch. But then I remembered every time, even last week, I watched Avengers Endgame
Yeah.
and I bawl my eyes out when Iron Man dies.
Oh, facts.
When
yeah,
like he
that-
clicks his
that-
fingers and
that's
like
a feeling.
Spider-Man's there.
That's-
And then Gwyneth Paltrow is like, you can rest now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you can rest, man. Like, take a breather. We got this. Just a ball. And I've watched that movie close to 25 times, and every single
time
time
it
I got
gets you.
tears in my eyes.
I don't think I've rewatched them since I watched them. in
Oh,
the
dude,
cinemas.
the second Black Panther movie made me cry in the cinemas
Well, when
because they
the
do a
kid
tribute. No, because they
Oh.
do a tribute to
Chadwick.
Chadwick in the
Ron?
beginning. Chadwick
Ron?
Boseman? Isn't it Boseman? Fuck. I was just calling Black Panther.
Hey Google, who plays T'Challa in Black Panther?
Chadwick Boseman, I'm pretty sure.
Is it Boseman? Boseman?
Panther has a cast of more than 60 actors.
Oh, it is Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman, yeah.
It just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Just sounds weird. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, that in the set where they do the tribute to him,
Yeah.
I was crying before the movie even started. Because you know how the Marvel
Yeah,
side
it's-
thing is
it's
just
just
all him.
him,
And I
yeah.
was like, shit, he's not even going to be in this.
Did you cry? Paul Walker, Fast and Furious? No.
Nah, why would I?
You're
White
like-
guy.
You're like, you cry for my brothers, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I was an Iron Man. I cried with Iron Man, but
Oh, yeah.
I grew up. So I was born in 85. So I'm 37, 38 in September.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up, my entire childhood was Marvel Comics.
Bet.
So nothing was ever like even a cartoon yet.
Yeah.
And then when it did go into cartoons, I grew up with that
Yeah.
through like high school, teenage years.
Yeah.
And then the decade of Marvel movies leading up to Endgame was literally my childhood turned into film.
Films. So
And I
you
think,
were-
and they justified it too. Like they, apart
Your
from the
fucking-
Hulk, they just made those characters like on point.
You're such a fucking wet dream right there.
Oh,
You were
dude, it
living
was the
wet
best.
dream, yeah.
It's like the only reason I got Disney Plus. Well, that and Star Wars.
Oh,
So yeah.
That was alright.
But yeah, that and like sport movies make me cry too because I played sport my whole life.
On Disney, have you watched Bear? Everyone's talking about Bear. Have you heard of it?
I've never even heard of it.
like
Is it
some-
about a bear?
No, nothing to do with the bear.
right.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Right, okay.
But everyone's talking about it, saying it's like, I think it's about a kitchen, like a professional chef,
Oh.
like, and the dynamics of a
Oh,
kitchen.
I've been seeing that ad on my Instagram, and it's like a dude looking kind of hell somber.
Yeah.
On
with
the-
like a
yeah, I got
like
no
a white
interest.
guy
Yeah.
with
Long,
hair.
longish hair? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got no interest in watching
No?
that.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, we'll move on.
Nah. But yeah, that would be Marvel
Yeah.
Universe, and I'd have like the powers of the Hulk or the Silver Surfer because he's pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
Yeah,
I actually
he's
don't
black
remember
too.
much about him, but he's silver. It's in the name.
Nah, 100%. Like the dude who plays him in the Fantastic Four movie
is
is
black.
a white guy, but the voice is the voiceover is a black
It's
guy.
a black.
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, bet.
Why not just cast a black
I'd
man?
take that because he'd be too. Like, can you imagine a black guy being that like laid back about your whole galaxy being eaten? Black people run at the sound of anything.
So you're saying Thanos is alright?
I reckon Thanos would be a black dude.
Thanos is black.
Yeah, I mean he's purple, but if you had to put him back in the 50s in Africa and segregate him, he'd be with the black people. Yeah,
Fucking, just that added line. He's
100%,
He's
man.
purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yes.
What's the last song you played?
Ooh, I reckon it was something hell chilled.
How chill. Oh, I'm ready to catch someone out on just the most. Oh, what is it?
Dude, bet the last thing I played was your podcast.
Oh yes, real fucking fan. Let's
100%.
go.
Not
Let's
even a lie.
go.
All right, let's see what I played before that.
Can you do that on Spotify? See what you played last.
Nah, because I was at the gym this morning and I know the last song that came up.
Okay.
Oh, that was all Fearless It's like a motivational playlist. So the last song I would have listened to is called Adonis Interlude, The Montage. It's by Dreamville, J. Cole, and it's from Creed 3.
Yeah.
Like just hell motivational. That's what I listen to when I get into my run in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, fair. All
Yeah.
right.
Song before that was hell different though. Do you know what it was?
Michael Jackson Thriller.
Nah, it's called Jacob and the Stone by Emile Mosseri.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like an instrumental, but it's just like hell relaxing.
Don't play it because I'll get copyright.
Nah, I won't.
Good. If you could magically transform into any inanimate object, what object would it be?
Kate Beckinsale's vibrator or dildo. I already thought about it.
Is that the one you use? Yes.
I thought about that. I didn't even think about it. It was going to be like, it was just, hear me out. It was a tie between three people.
But there has
So,
to be their
yeah.
vibrator.
It was a bit
Their
too a
vibrator.
vibrator.
Yeah.
So it was Kate Beckinsale, Jessica Biel, or it was just those two. It was just those two, Kate Beckinsale or Jessica Biel. They're like my two biggest celebrity crushes, always
Yeah.
have been. And it would be, whatever they use to
To pleasure
get themselves off. Because like, fucking, what did Tarbo say? Some dumb shit.
A sword.
A sword.
And it'd be hanging on
And you were
the
like, he
wall.
was like, oh yeah, I'll be hanging in a rich dude's house with aircon in my car. I was like, shut up. You'd be the sword that ends up in a fat gamer dude's basement that smells of Cheetos and he gets his greasy fingers on it and never cleans it. That's exactly where you'd end up. And the only time you ever get taken off the wall is when he thinks he's in Dungeons and Dragons and he's playing with his other loser gamer mates and they pretend to fight, but the swords don't actually touch because they think they're collector's items. That's where Tabo would end up if he was a sword.
They're making their own noises.
100, cling, cling, cling. Oh, I told you not to touch my sword, Mom. Where's the broccoli garlic bread?
Broccoli garlic
I
bread.
don't know. I don't know what they eat.
Oh my goodness. And then my favorite question of all time, because I love wrestling. If you were a pro wrestler, what would your wrestling name be?
So I've gone through multiple names in the games because I love WWE growing
Facts.
up, or WWF when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be called the Ultimate Warrior just because I think that's one of the coolest names ever.
Okay.
But
But it's taken, you know that, right?
yeah, well, obviously, and also by a white guy. But I always thought, like, when I really got into it, I was just obsessed with The Undertaker, and I would have called myself Walking Death. Like, and I would have been like the miniature version of all of his moves. Like, I'd be like the mini tombstone. Like, like the mediocre choke slam. Like, because sometimes I wouldn't be able to get my hand around their neck. just like push them backwards, like rather forcefully.
God, yeah. Oh my Lord. All right. And these are your quick fire questions. Gonna go run through them hella quick.
Cool.
No thinking, just straight saying.
Done.
Ready? Cat or dogs?
Dogs.
Our favorite color?
Blue.
Are you the driver or the passenger?
Driver.
What do you do first? Brush your teeth or use mouthwash?
Brush my teeth.
Can you speak any other languages?
No.
After taking a shower, what's the first thing you put on?
Towel.
And then after the towel?
Boxes.
I might have to start saying besides the towel.
Yeah. Boxes.
Boxes, okay.
Yeah.
And did you make your bed this morning?
Hell no. I was up at 20 to 4. I don't have time to do that shit.
20 to 4.
Yeah, it's when I get to the gym. It's 4 a.m.
20 to I don't know why that sounded so fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, just say
Oh,
20 to 4.
Yeah.
How do normal people say it?
20 to 4 or 3:40. That's the only two ways you can say it.
Yeah.
You could say a third of the hour to 4 a.m. But if you say that,
Third of the hour to 4 a.m.
yeah, if you say that, people are taking you to Greylands or they're just open hand slapping you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
What's
statement.
the time? It's a third of the hour to 4
a.m.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I might start doing that.
No, you're
Like,
not.
what's the time? The 6th of the hour past 5? Like, do you mean 10, like 5:10? Yes, that's exactly what I just said. A 6th of the hour.
Just so extra.
Yeah, just unnecessarily
Unnecessary.
articulate about shit.
Oh my goodness. All right. I've cried now, so
Yes.
freaking
Success.
success. That's all you
Success.
wanted.
That's all I needed is to bring tears to your eyes.
Absolute.
Nonsense.
All right. Now, this is where I start going off the dome.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
All right.
This is where absolute nonsense ensues.
This is where it starts. South Africa. When did you come to Australia?
I was born here.
Oh,
So
really?
technically I'm Australian,
Oh,
but my
Oh,
parents grew up in South Africa, but in every show I've ever done that involves my ethnicity,
you're South
I'm
African.
tagged with a South African flag.
Oh, facts.
So people associate me with being a South African.
That's
medium.
why. That's from
Yeah.
when I saw you one time. Pretty sure you made jokes about being from South Africa.
Yeah, and I can do the accent, so people don't really.
Do it.
Sometimes if I say I come from South Africa, then people don't question it. And if I keep talking like this, then sometimes, hey, maybe he's from South Africa, eh? That boy talks a smooth game. But don't worry, because I'm fucking Aussie, mate.
That is fucking brilliant. That is so on point.
Yeah,
Oh my
I can
God.
dip in and out if
Dip
I
in
need
and
to,
out.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so you were just born in Australia.
Born in Australia, both parents are from South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Throw that part of my
Yeah.
brain out of the
Well,
fucking
my
equation.
my big thing was like my parents never taught me Afrikaans when I was younger.
They spoke Afrikaans?
They can speak. They still speak it.
Just in front of you?
Not anymore. They don't really speak it so much anymore. But if like family comes over from SA,
Oh, yeah.
they can speak in Afrikaans. My mum can speak Swahili.
Yeah.
So she's from Pietermaritzburg in Durban, but her direct blood descendants goes back to Shaka Zulu, which is like a big feather in my cap, even though I'm probably the smallest fraction related to him.
Yeah.
But she can speak Xhosa.
Oh, true.
And I'm just like, teach me this shit. When I'm younger, I was like, that stuff sounded amazing. But they would speak to each other in Afrikaans when we were younger, when it came to birthday presents, Christmas presents, and surprises. So we didn't know what they were talking about. So they never taught us. Otherwise, we'd know what they're saying. And as an adult, trying to learn another language is just a head fuck.
Now. Yeah, don't do it now.
So
It's not
I'm
worth
just
it.
like, I'll stick with the accent.
Which is a bit of
Yeah.
And my God, you do it well. My
Thank you very
God.
much, my friend.
Why'd
That's
you go
not bad,
Indian?
eh?
That sounded very Indian there.
Or sometimes if I want to, I can do that as well. That
I
in
love
Durban,
this.
it is the second highest population of Indians outside of India.
What else can you do?
If you want to, I don't know.
What else can you do?
Sometimes I do the Asia. It's Sometimes if I laugh too hard, my eyes, they go closed. People say, where you from? I say, the big country with the billions of people. I say, Asia. Yeah, that's Blackanese. Could be black or Chinese. I don't know.
Another one. Is that all?
What else do I do?
This is all we're going to fucking do now.
Sometimes I do the Irish.
Oh,
I love the Irish accent. It's fucking incredible. You know, they've got this own way of talking. It's like you come from an Ireland, but yeah, I'm from Ireland. I'm from Australia, I'm from an Ireland, but I'm not from Ireland. I'm from the Ireland.
The island?
Yeah, the Ireland of Australia. Right, but they're from Ireland. Right? It's a confusing conversation.
Yeah. I can't do accents for shit.
Oh,
I
you
can do,
have to be able to do the African accent, though.
Oh yeah, the basic one. The one that's like
everybody
just like
can do that.
Yeah, like
well, not everybody. I think every person of color can do that.
can do it. Yeah, I just can't fuck it. Just
Yeah.
I need
If you want to talk
What's my
like you
trick?
come from another country,
when I was younger, I would walk 15 miles.
yeah, that is nothing. When I was younger, I would have to
doing so
hop on one foot. They both work perfectly, but I had to hop on one foot 25 miles.
25
25. Just to put my other shoe on.
Just to focus.
That is why I had to hop. Little known fact, that is why Africans can jump so high.
Just trying to
We
find the
had to
other shoe.
find and steal somebody else's shoe.
Oh,
The
that's
race
why.
back was hectic.
Fuck, I didn't know you could fucking do that.
Yeah, and
That's
I
impressive.
love listening to other
Accents.
and just nationalities, and if I hear it enough, I'll just pick it up and just run with it. Like if I'm talking to someone with a Scottish accent, that's one of my other favorite ones.
Yeah, you can
but
just
it's
do
hard
it.
to go in and out of. I need to hear it from somebody
okay.
first,
Yeah.
and then I'll just pick it up straight away.
Yeah.
So like what I'm trying to get at the moment is the different like enunciations or way they speak in accents through different Asian countries.
Okay.
So like Joe Coy does it in his stand-up special. He explains like Korean to Thai to Malaysian to Chinese and Japanese. Like they've all got very different ways. Like Japanese people that speak from the sternum.
the bottom.
It's like very deep.
Yeah.
And then you have the other ones that talk like this very fast. And then you have the one, the fuck no, right. Like that sort of stuff. So, and the way I figure out the only reason I'm allowed to do it is because I'm a comedian.
Because
I'm just making fun of everybody. Otherwise, I'm cancelled so fast.
You're fucking racist,
Yeah.
bro.
I just am a man of the world. That's why I'm
Just a
learning
man
all
of
the
the world.
accents. Yeah.
Is your parents, are they one's white, one's black? Are they both black? Well,
So my dad is pretty pale. He's got Dutch
true.
in his bloodline.
Yeah.
So he would still be considered coloured Cape
Okay.
Townian.
What do you mean by pale compared to you or pale like?
Like pale compared to me.
Oh, okay.
So he's still darker than a white person.
Yeah.
But
Okay, got you.
he's like a light skin colored, like light skin colored. My
Yeah.
mum's got more Indian and Swahili in her bloodline, so she's
Right.
the darker of the two, and I'm the darkest in my whole family.
You are.
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
Older brother, younger sister.
And they just
My brother's probably closer to my dad's complexion. My sister's like my mum, and I'm just
darker.
dark. Yeah.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the middle child.
Middle child.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense.
What to what?
I'm
Being a
fucked
comedian?
up. Yeah. I got all the
You
issues.
fucking want the attention.
Yeah, man.
Fucking attention. whore.
100%. Like, you're not going to give it to me as a child. I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
demand it on
fucking-
stage.
I'm gonna fucking get it.
Yeah.
From these fucking
And I'm going to
strangers.
be good at it too.
It's like this. Why I asked where you were in the bloodline was there's this joke from this TikToker or not TikTok, Instagram, but
Yeah.
everyone who watches on TikTok would have watched it 2 weeks before me.
Yep.
And I just got it right.
100%.
They were pretty much had all their kids in line. Their oldest daughter's the darkest, and their middle one is slightly lighter than the youngest boy.
Yeah.
Is just pale as fuck. And they were just saying you just started running out of ink. So
They're just slowly dwindling.
yeah, slowly doing things like that is what they wanted to do with just like breed the black.
Yeah,
out of
I
people.
feel that's that's what the British wanted to do is just get the black out of the world.
And they've done it. They've got the blueprint on it now.
Yeah, we're coming back though. We're coming back. Yeah, man. Like, you see how many like celebrity black dudes date white women? They're coming back, man. They're
And
taking
they all got
over.
that smile.
100%. They're like,
Yeah.
nigga, we made it.
Even now, like when I walk with my girlfriend, I see another interracial couple.
Yeah, dude.
Me and the
I
guy.
was going to say, you do it. You've got a white
We're on
girlfriend.
our fucking way.
Yeah. Yep. I do it. Dude, I've only ever dated white women.
That's a first
I never dated white
but
women.
it's not on purpose. I just never.
Nah, it's just like
it just happened.
I think for me it was also like I followed the American culture a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Like basketball, music, all that sort of stuff. And you would see it. The black guys coming up like R&B stars and all that sort of stuff when they're like at the bottom,
Yeah.
they're dating black women. When they get
When they
into
go- they
big
come
money,
up.
it's
white girls are
white
flocking.
leagues. It's the white leagues, man. Bronny James, LeBron's son, posted a picture of his their senior ball, their year 12 ball.
Yeah.
White girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I did see
Dude's
that as
made
well.
it already. Like, and he was grinning.
Oh,
You
and
should have seen the comments on that post though. Like another one taking our brothers. It's like,
fucking- yeah.
bitch, there's
You
a
know-
reason we don't mess with you guys when we're at a certain level.
Fucking yeah, black girls always be like, they don't want to talk to you. They're like, I ain't touch talking to you,
Yeah.
and then you go
Until you make
And then-
money and then
they're
like,
like,
hey daddy. Like, shut up, bitch.
and they're like, look at why you always dating these white girls over there.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yes, because they don't catch an attitude like you women. They're very docile and they're agreeable. It's the reverse slavery, man. Like,
Reverse slavery.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck the white out of the
I
world.
honestly used to think when I was a kid, I was like, man, if I make the lotto, if I win like millions and millions of dollars, I'm
Yeah.
getting white slaves. This is me as a kid. I was like,
Fucking hell.
reverse it, man.
There's a speaking of white slaves, in Europe somewhere, I can't remember where it was. There's a freaking butler school. There's an academy of butlers.
Really?
Yeah, there's like this place that is apparently it's really hard to get into it. You have to be like the best of a butler to go
That's
to
a
this
weird
school.
career. goal
I
to
know.
have.
There's like in the video that I watched, they had like people going
That's
like,
all white people. It's got to be.
yeah, all white people.
Thought
All
so.
white people. They were like, oh no, there was an Asian person and there's an Indian person as well.
See, they're infiltrating though. They're spies. 100% they're spies.
Go to the school, get in, and then
Yeah.
go work for the royal family.
Exactly. Exactly.
But like, yeah, like the weird thing about it was that this guy's aspiration was to be a butler.
Nah.
I'm like, my dad did it, my grandfather did it, and we're all gonna do
we
it.
come from a proud line of slaves. Like, bitch, no. No black dude is going to be like, hey, my father, he was a slave. My grandfather, he was a slave.
Let's all do it now.
All I want to be is a house slave.
I want to be like, I want to be like them.
Nah.
But it's like, it was fucking.
That's twisted, but they look at it differently though, right? Like
Yeah.
white people looked at it as a prestigious thing. If you've got a university for it, yet they forced that on black people and that was bad. Like how are you going to look down on the black people, but then that's your career goal? Nah, that's messed up.
And like, yeah, so like one of the dudes in the interview, he was like, oh, all I want to do is please, I guess, what does a butler call their person in charge?
Sir, master,
My master, I just
Yeah.
want to please, fuck me.
master, mistress. But see, even then they say master and it's not degrading.
That's what I'm fucking thinking.
So what the
That's why I'm laughing. Like they say, I would
Hello,
say master.
Like what's the dude's name in Alfred in Batman?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a butler.
Oh,
And he's like
but he's the butler.
everybody loves Alfred.
Yeah.
If Alfred was black, nah, that's a different story entirely. Look at Django Unchained. No one liked Samuel L. Jackson in that movie, and he was the head slave in that house.
I've never seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it. That movie it's hectic. Quentin
I've heard.
Tarantino, so
I've
it's like
heard.
graphic as hell.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I
Yeah.
just haven't watched
I
it.
can't. I've never thought about that comparison. Like white
What,
people
for
look at being
white-
a
yeah,
slave
yeah,
as a
yeah.
prestigious thing because it's a choice.
Or if we can,
But if you force black people into it, it's a bad thing. Nah,
I'll like send you the
dude, you got to
The
send me
link
that
to-
link.
I'll find the link
I'll
and
make a
I'll-
whole set out of that.
You're fucking
Tarbo, in case you're listening, I'm doing it first. I'm getting in on that.
welcome. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
That's hectic.
But like, yeah, the freaking training they have to do for it is like pretty much military grade, like they have to walk with the tray
it'd
of
be strict
glasses
as.
in like circles. You have to like
With like
work
one
on
arm
your
behind their
posture.
back and miss me with
Cracks.
that. I'd rather work at the Macca's drive-through and cop shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross. It makes me feel weird that white people like aspire to be slaves. Like for lack of putting it a better way.
Yeah, for lack of better words, yeah.
Nah.
It's like in the simplest form. That's
They
what
got
it is.
backwards. I mean,
Like, no, you know how some white people just want to be black. They're just like, hey, the black people
what's
did it
the
already.
easiest way we can do it?
They did it, so let me,
Yeah,
like, that must
I'm not
be cool.
athletic. I can't sing. I can't dance. What can I do? I can serve like a motherfucker.
And I look good doing
Yeah,
it. You gotta
I get to
fucking
wear
that little-
tux
yeah.
and everything. Bitch, you are rag and picked cotton. We're not the same.
And like, oh, but sir, would you like another serving of champagne?
Dude, I'd love to be a teacher there.
At that school?
Just to rag on them. Like, you think you're a butler? You could never be a butler. Get me some more tea. Smack
Just
it out their
imagine having
hands.
a black teacher there.
Dude, that is literally the flip of slavery. Like teaching them to be slaves? Nah.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine that on graduation day? Like, yeah, you're the best slave I ever seen. Like, go out there and serve somebody.
You do it, bro.
Like, yes,
I sent
massa.
you recommendations to the to the Queen's.
I'm gonna send
not
you
the Queen
to the. I'm
anymore,
gonna send
sorry.
you to the cornfields.
The
Like- It'd be so cool if you were like the headmaster and you were black at that school and got to send them to like rich families in Africa. Like, just you're changing
Fucking
history.
adding
It's
extra
just
bits
your
here.
ancestors just like comfortably
Don't
in their
even-
graves are like, he's doing it.
You don't even need to go back in time.
Nah,
It's right there.
yeah, it's right there.
It's right
Changing
there.
history in the present. That's sick.
This is absolute nonsense.
All right, bro. Freaking golf. I got you have a business with golf, or you have a? I saw the Instagram page.
I'm a current world champion.
Huh?
Yeah. So there's a competition that's in its fourth season now.
Yeah.
It's called the World Amateur Match Race to Dubai. And me and my mate Daniel Thomas, big shout out, Top Deck Golf.
Yeah.
Top
Top Deck.
Top
yeah,
Deck
yeah,
Golf.
Yeah.
So we started it up. We played basketball at Willerton together. Kind of separated. He went and played basketball in college in the States and then went and played professionally in Europe. I went and played basketball in America and Indiana after he did. And then a couple of years ago, he messaged me and just asked me to come play around with him. And I was just like, hey, love golf, man. Been playing for ages. Let's hit it up. And then he messaged me beginning of last year, and he's like, hey, dude, there's this competition. It's if you win it, you get a free trip to Dubai, all expenses paid, to go and play 3 of their best courses in Dubai.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like it was $220 US to sign up, which is almost $400.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I like money in my pocket. I'm not that good at golf, so
You're like, I don't want to lose.
yeah, I don't want to lose in that amount of pocket that much. So I was like, nah, don't worry about it. And it looked a little bit suspect as well. It wasn't like the website wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't know that they were only in their 3rd season at the time, so they were still, ironing out the kinks and everything. A bunch of expat Swiss people living in Dubai, and they set the tournament up. And basically, we had 6 rounds in WA against 6 different teams. We won all 6 in a row, and we got flown to Dubai in October, I want to say, last year.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we won our last match in October last year. We got flown there in April this year.
Okay.
So after Fringe Festival.
Can you imagine getting
Dude,
that fucked up right that much?
I got the worst memory in timeline, hey.
Yeah.
Worst time space at all.
Yeah.
But went there in April and I was just like, fuck, man, I've never thought to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on my bucket list. It would be cool to go there, but in my mind, only really rich people went to Dubai.
Facts. Yeah.
And I'm not really rich, like at all. I didn't even want to spend $200 on golf. So I was like,
I was about to say.
yeah, I was like, this is a long shot at best. We win our matches. We go to Dubai. We get there, and I just changed my mindset. I was like, I'm just going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, this is a dream come true that I'd never dreamt.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going to take it for what it is, man. I'm going to be grateful for every opportunity,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to live it up. We're only there for 4 days. So you have 3 days in a row of golf tournament, and then the last day of celebration. We got there on the first day. We got there on the Sunday, and then the tournament started on a Monday. So Sunday night, they introduce everybody, all the teams from around the world, 32 teams, and because there's no leaders yet, we haven't played golf, they put everybody's name in a hat, every team name in a hat, and they're like, whoever's team name we draw out is getting driven to the first course in a Lamborghini four-wheel drive.
Oh,
And everyone's like, bet. No one's driven, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like a brand new Lambo four-wheel drive. I'll show you the pictures afterwards. And I was like, I've never driven a Lambo ever. Like, I've seen them, and I'd be like, I'd buy one if I had the money, but never thought in our wildest dreams. He pulls our name out of the hat.
fuck off.
I was like, oh shit! Like,
you would
and
have
like,
fucking jumped. I'd be like,
Daniel's like a hell laid back, not a big social media person, bit of
Yeah.
an introvert in comparison.
Yeah.
I'm extra as shit. So that Lambo comes around the day after, and I'm on my phone. I'm like, yeah, this is how we living in Dubai, baby. Like, just flexing on everybody. We get dropped off at the course, play a pretty good round that day. We're in front by 2 strokes at the end of the first day, which we didn't expect.
yeah.
And then so after that round, they go, oh, look, so after the first day, the leaders get driven to the next course on the second day in another supercar. We didn't know the scores at the time. So we all go downstairs for breakfast in the morning, and then they post the scores. Everyone's waiting for the scores to be posted, and we see us at the top. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, like, we're going in another supercar. We're getting another ball and, like, luxury.
Yes.
So we get down there, and the whole day before, I had been obsessing over the amount of G-Wagons in Dubai. It's my favorite car, one of my favorite cars. Yeah. And they were everywhere. They're just like every second place, they were just G-Wagons, brand new, 2023 G-Wagons, and done up to the 9s. So I'm just like semi-firm walking around Dubai. So
Just rocking a semi.
Yeah.
You're like,
And-
this ain't the only 99 I got it.
It was more like a 3/4, but I like tucked it to the side so it wasn't as awkward. And so we get downstairs, and Martin, the guy who runs it, he's like, so just so you guys know, you're getting picked up in a G-Wagon. And dude, I literally just ejaculated in my pants. I was like, I'll go and clean that up. Don't worry about it. I'll be back before the G-Wagon gets here. They mess up the booking, so we have to get driven in just the normal taxi, which is still a Lexus, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not like a bum
not-
taxi
yeah,
like you'd
it's
get
not
like
a
a
Corolla.
Prius or a Datsun in Perth.
Yeah.
Or like a shitty old bus that's been like switched out for mattresses in the back or something. And so we're at the course, we play the whole day. There's no phone coverage because I'm with Vodafone, so I don't know what's going on for the day. We finish the round, and he's like, you guys are getting picked up in the G-Wagon to go back to the hotel. We rock up, it's this white G-Wagon, just like it rolls up, and I get goosebumps. Like maroon interior, like these walls, just like leather. We get in there, and again, I'm just flexing. I'm taking photos and videos, and we get on the freeway to go back to the hotel, and I see there's 5 modes in this car.
Wait, are you driving?
No, we weren't allowed to drive.
Yeah,
Hell no.
okay. Yeah.
But I was like, oh, what are those modes? And he's like, oh, it's got sport mode, super sport mode, fast mode, normal, and eco.
Yeah.
And I was like, just do sports mode. So he goes sports mode, and he cranks it, and you get pushed into the back of the chair. And I was like, miss the middle one. Just go to super sports mode. What the fuck does that do? And he's like, okay, just lean back.
Sound like a fucking child.
Yeah, 100%. I'm in the back seat trying to look forward too because he's in the front. I'm trying to ride like a pimp, you know. I'm not trying to be in the passenger seat. I was like, bitch, put me in the back. Yeah, put me in the back. So he puts it into super sport mode and puts his foot down, and I'm just like, oh my God, like just didn't even have to touch it, but it just did it itself. He's like, so you need to clean that off the back of my neck. I was like, I'm really sorry. It's been a long day at golf. But then we get back. So we get back to the hotel, and so we pull up to the hotel, and I'm just like, I say to the driver, I said, dude, you need to film me getting out of the driver's seat. I never drove it, but I posted getting out of the driver's seat like I did. And it was dope. Like second day, I had my Tiger Woods red Nike shirt on, like black hat, like it was dressed like Tiger Woods basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, got out of the car, and then so that day we had a bit of a bad round, and we were second by 1 stroke.
Yeah.
So on the third day, which is the last day, the guys that we were paired up with in the last group got to drive in the G-Wagon to the course.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, 2 out of 3 days isn't bad.
Yeah.
Third day comes around and we were like, holy shit, man, we're only second by 1 stroke. Like the whole time I'd just been enjoying it, and me and Daniel are both super competitive. Like we're both short guys who made it pretty far in basketball, but we've always been the shortest guy.
Yeah.
So always had a point to prove.
Yeah.
And we just have that competitive nature that just doesn't give up. So third day we're like, all right, we got to knuckle down and like we could win this thing. We just need to play well. So first day I shat the bed in terms of score, but he played really well, so we were ahead. Second day we both kind of played average, so we were down by 1 stroke in total. Third day he shat the bed a little bit and I played out of my mind. I don't know what changed from the first to the third day because I'm not that good enough that I can just adjust my game.
It's because you were lighter from
I was
that
just,
ejaculation.
yeah, man, yeah. I was easy. I was relaxed. I should have done it that morning too. But we get on the course and I played out of my mind. I played 2 strokes better than my own handicap, which I very rarely do. And we won the day. We won the whole tournament by 2 strokes.
Fuck yeah.
And so we are like official world amateur match race world champions, and they're flying us back in November to defend our title.
God damn.
Yeah. So
fucking sick.
Yeah. So
I was not expecting all
so
that.
that's what Top Deck Golf is, and obviously the name comes from the fact that Daniel's white, I'm brown.
I was going to say else that as well, yeah.
But it's also like a double entendre thing. So Top Deck is where everybody goes when they go to the driving range. Everyone wants to hit off the top deck.
Yeah.
Because the ball goes further, it's a better view, all that sort of shit. So it kind of works with golf as well. And we're going to be organising a tournament in October. Hopefully we've got, hopefully we'll get some pretty good collabs with it off TikTok. There's some pretty good golfers in WA that we want to get on board. And sponsorships and stuff and naming rights. We're still trying to get a hold of people for that. But basically the whole stick of it is that we'll have a 1-day tournament. Teams will buy in. And if they win that, they get to fly with us to Dubai. And they don't have to play the tournament at all. They just play 1 game, 1 day, 1 round. And if they win that, then they get a trip or expenses paid. And they get to play the tournament too. So yeah, that's the whole Top Deck golf thing.
Fuck.
So
wow.
Yeah.
This is what it fucking pays to do your fucking research on your guests.
Yeah,
you
man.
get some fucking cool ass stories.
Yeah, like that. I mean, and that came out of nowhere. Like not in a million years did I ever think, especially in golf, I'd be telling people, yeah, I'm a world champion. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's amateur at all. Yeah. I'm still a world champion.
You're the best in the world.
Exactly.
Fuck me. Were you the only black person there? In the
no, so there were, because it was all around the world, there were a couple of teams from South Africa, a couple of coloured boys we played with as well. And there was an Indian team as well. There was 2 Aussie teams, a couple of American teams, Canadian, Swiss, German, Malaysian, Singapore, Thai. So yeah, we played against like people from all around, literally the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick. And so 2 out of the 3 courses we played, they play the PGA Tour on. So like Rory McIlroy has won on the Emirates Margulis course, which is where we played. Tiger Woods has won on the course that we played as well. And they've got like a replica of his Masters jacket hanging up in the foyer. Yeah. And I was just like, I was in awe. I literally just walked and won on a course that Tiger Woods has walked on and done the exact same thing.
You got in your fucking bag, bro.
Yeah, man. And I was just like jizzing everywhere on the course. They weren't happy with me at all. Like I'd putt and it'd be like, sorry, that's my ball marker. Just rub it into the grass.
Just spit on it a little bit.
But yeah, it was nuts. And like, because my last name is Wood and I'm coloured and I play golf, that's where the nickname Jason Tiger Wood comes from. Oh. So, and tigers is my favourite animal. So I got that tiger tattoo.
Oh, I bet.
And I got that tiger tattoo.
Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah, so you can do that thing though.
Yeah, I got a tiger on my chest. So.
And then you got Tiger Woods on your
I'm
ass.
just a big pussy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know enough about golf to get by. With you guys playing in doubles, how does that work? So do you hit the ball, you go wherever the best shot was, or do you both play then you just add your scores together?
There's both of those formats in the tournament.
Oh, okay.
So the first day you play your own ball.
Yep.
But out of the team, whoever scores the best score on that hole, you take that score.
Oh, okay.
So let's say it's par 4 and I shoot 7 and I have a bad hole and my partner shoots 4, we take his score.
Okay.
And then over the day, the total collective best score
Yeah.
gets added up through the full 18 holes.
Yep.
Second day, we played 2-ball best ball. So you drive the ball and you both drive off
Yep.
the tee and then you take the best shot. So then I'd go and pick up my ball and put it next to my teammate if he hit a better shot, and then we both hit from there.
And
And
still
then
2
you-
balls and then same
Yeah,
thing,
and then you go to the
one.
next best shot,
Okay.
and then whoever hits the best shot, you play from there. So you can collectively have a better round there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last day, you both play your own ball,
Mm-hmm.
and you both take your own score, and the collective best score is what gets taken into account.
The collective best. Oh, so
I
you
played-
compare holes again? Or do you?
Yeah,
was that
but
after?
so you add both the scores together.
Oh, okay.
So you both play your own ball the whole way, score your own ball the whole way,
Yeah.
and then you add those scores up, and then whichever team has the most collective low score
Oh, okay. Yep.
obviously wins. And I was so lucky that I played out of my mind on that day, and we just won by 2. So yeah,
Fucking
it's
got a
still
Freaking
crazy.
world champion on you now.
Yeah,
We'll freaking add that to my
yeah,
freaking
dude.
resume.
And honestly, if we go back in November, like everybody who knows me knows I'm extra as fuck. Like I'm not a low key person at all.
I fuck with that.
If
I can fuck with that,
if
yeah.
I go back with Daniel in November and we go back to back, no one can talk to me. Like you will have to book an appointment. And
With your white assistant?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I'll think about whether I want to talk to you. Like if we win in November and you're like, oh hey man, congratulations, I'll be like, who? Who are you? If you're not in the top 80 podcasts, don't message me, bro. I've spoken to China and we don't know who you are.
You're off the list.
Yeah.
We don't care about your TikTok.
Be better. Okay? Be better. I know you got a child, but be better.
better.
Like, you
Fuck
think
it.
your child wants to be the son or daughter of someone who's not in the top 80? Bitch, you better put that kid up for adoption.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the golf thing. And I mean, I started with my dad when I was 13. He taught me how to play. I've only been taking it seriously maybe the last 3-4 years.
You're a fucking world
And I'm an
champ.
amateur world champion. So
You're gonna keep saying it now.
yeah. Oh, dude, I say it to my mates all the time, and it's so humbling because I messaged everybody after we won, obviously,
Yeah.
just to celebrate. Not even be like arrogant about it, but just be like,
You're
holy shit, we
guys,
won.
We won a fucking.
So many of my friends, before they said congratulations, it was, how the fuck did you win that? I was like, thanks, man. Like, appreciate the support. But I played well. That's how we won.
That's how we fucking won.
Yeah.
I played in my bag. I put
Yeah.
my hand in there and I fucking took it.
Yeah, I had like all the intention of like messaging my family, being like, none of you talk to me unless you're addressing me as world champion Jason. And I know for a fact that if I put that in the group, all I would have got back was like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up, idiot. When you get home, you still have to go to work.
2-time world champion Jason.
Oh,
coming
honestly,
up.
dude, I'll get
Loading.
that tattooed on my neck. I'll do it.
I wanted you to win.
Like, I'll say it now. Maybe not on the neck, but if we win in November, I'll 100% get that tattooed on my body
Your body,
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yep.
2-time.
Probably
world
like
champ.
on my shaft. Because then they'll just see the 2 if it's cold, and they'll be like,
What's this for?
why is there a 2?
And they're like, baby,
And I'm like,
you gotta
just
put in some work
warm it
to
up.
get that way.
warm it up, and then read it out loud to me. Now, thing is, it's
Oh my god! You're about to climb that. You're like, read it right
yeah,
now.
like I'll say to my girlfriend, like, babe, just read it to me. Problem is, it'd say 2-time world amateur match race world champion. I'd have to be the smallest font in the world because I can't fit that all on.
Like, I need my magnifying
Yeah,
glass.
I
You're
might
like
get it wrapped around like in a
a little
swirl.
ribbon tribe thing. She'd be like, 2-time.
Two-time world amateur match. Oh yeah.
Oh my
I'd
god!
spell it wrong. Like amateur would be AMACHA. Amateur.
I'm a chair.
Yeah.
I'm a chair. Oh bloody hell, bro! That is fucking awesome. I was. We Who would have fucking thought this podcast would be golf?
Yeah, no
Who would've
shit.
Fucking thought?
Started out as comedy. Well, didn't even really get onto comedy much, did it?
Nah, I fucking need to.
Yeah.
I've got enough. People have laughed. They're gonna know if they see your name somewhere. Be like, hey,
Yeah, I'll be back
well,
after.
Chad,
Yeah,
woo, woo.
I'll be back after November to talk about winning a second time.
Let's fucking go. Alright, let's fucking go.
This is absolute nonsense.
Fucking, I'll ask a couple of questions about your comedy. How long have you been doing comedy for?
8 years this year.
Do you remember your first show?
I do.
Was it shit?
It wasn't.
Oh,
It
tell me about
wasn't.
it.
So
Tell me the
I did it
glory.
off a dare. I never had a dream to be a comedian
Yeah.
or it wasn't a life goal. I hit 30 and I had a conversation with a friend and I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm doing meaningless jobs. Like every 2 or 3 years I'll up and go to a different job.
Yeah.
And we're going through all these options. She's like, oh, what about like acting or ads and stuff like that? I was like, nah, that's a lot of work. Because every man and his dog wants to do that, but it's good money. I just can't be bothered doing it.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, what about like doing like skits and stuff? And this is before like TikTok and all that sort of stuff came out. It was Vine was just kicking off.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I don't have the brain power to sit down and edit that sort of shit. And she's like, well, what about comedy? Like stand-up comedy? And I was like, nah, like I can be the funny guy in a group, but telling a joke is different.
Yeah.
Like it's a different art than just being funny with people who know you.
Yeah.
And she knows I'm hell competitive. Like shout out to Anna if she listens to this, but she was like, I know you're just a pussy.
Better fucking listen to
Yeah,
this.
I'll tell her about it. But she's just like, nah, you're chicken shit. Like you won't sign up. I bet you won't sign up.
Won't,
I was like,
bitch.
bet money. She's like, $100 says you won't do it. I was like, in my mind, I was like, $100 is $100. I'm broke. I need money. I don't care. So I signed up to the Raw Comedy Competition, which is the build up to the Melbourne Comedy Gala.
Yep.
And
Oh, were
this
you
is-
over east?
No, so this is when it was at Charles Street. The heats were at Charles Street Hotel
okay.
before Comedy Lounge was Comedy Lounge.
Yeah.
And so John was running that. Shout out to John who runs Comedy Lounge.
Yeah.
First time on stage, I hadn't planned a thing. Everybody's out the back. They're writing jokes on their hand. There's notes on pieces of paper. People are going through it in their head. And I'm just like chilling, listening to music. And the MC at the time, Jacques Barrett, who I'm good mates with now, actually played golf with him as well. He's one of the best comedians in Australia, I reckon.
Yeah.
But he was the MC at the time, and he comes up to me, he's introducing himself to everybody. He's like, what's up, man? Like, I'm Jacques. How you doing? Like, you all set for tonight? And I was like, nah. And he paused. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, you got your jokes ready? I was like, nah. He's like, okay. You know this is a comedy competition, right? I was like, yeah, no, I got it. In my mind, I'm like, $100.
Just all you wanted to was step on
I
the
just
stage
wanted the money.
and then leave.
If I
and be
did
like,
it,
got the
if I
money.
did it, I got the money.
Yeah.
So I had invited a bucket load of people to this as well. Because in my mind, I was like, I'm either going to crash and burn amazingly
Yeah.
or it's going to go like, okay, and people are like, dude, you're hilarious. Either way, I get props. Can you tell I like attention?
Yeah. Fucking middle child syndrome and a
Yeah.
half.
So I remember when Jacques was introducing me, he refers to me as a unit. Like he literally called me a unit.
That's what I do.
Which I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a unit. I'm massive. I'm extra medium. So don't fuck with me. And he said something along the lines of like, spoke to this dude backstage, has nothing planned, so let's see how it goes. And a couple of my friends knew I hadn't had anything planned, so they start cheering and they're like, I think he's a bit of a crowd favorite. Introduces me on stage. The walk from backstage curtain to the microphone was probably no further than here to the door.
Yeah.
So maybe like 5 meters, 5-6 meters. That walk took slow motion for me. In my head, I was like, shit, you need to think of something. So it's a bit late now, but we got to think of something. I made up 5 minutes on the spot of a train ride from like Coburn Station to Perth City.
Yeah.
And I introduced different characters and I used all my accents.
Yeah.
So I had like an Indian guy, I had an Asian guy, I did a gay guy. And like I had interactions between them on the train. I just made it up on the spot. It never happened.
Yeah.
But then I got to the end of the train ride and I didn't know what a punchline was at the time. So I didn't really know how to finish it.
Yeah.
I just finished it.
Still don't know
And
how
I
to
just
finish.
walked off stage. Yeah. So I was just like, that's my time. Okay, bye.
Oh.
And so I didn't make it straight through in that round, but I got a wild card. So wild card, so I did that. I did the wild card semifinals, and the whole thing was you do the same joke, but you polish it as you move forward.
Yeah.
So I redid that joke, fine tuned it up a bit, made it through in the wildcard semi-finals, and my third time on stage was in the state final at His Majesty's Theatre in front of 1,300 people.
God damn.
And I remember finishing my joke. I had a punchline for it by this stage.
You looked at what a
and,
punchline was.
and I finished it. I finished it fairly strong, and I got like a massive round of applause. And I remember walking off stage going, shit, I might actually be okay at this. And then like did a couple of paid gigs because everybody who made the state final got like $50, $100 paid gigs through Comedy Lounge.
Yeah.
And then I got a job doing FIFO, and I kind of disappeared off the scene for like 3 years. I did like next to nothing.
Yeah.
And then I met Joe, and on this show called Diaspora Disasters Down Under, it was just an all-African lineup.
Yeah.
And I was meant to MC the first half and open the second half, and that was my job.
Yeah.
Joe was there that night. He was meant to headline the end of the second half, and he double booked himself. So he took my spot at the first half, or the beginning of the first spot in the second half.
Yeah.
And I closed the show, which was a big deal back then. Like, I mean, it's still a big deal. You're the headliner.
Yeah, headliner. You're the headliner act.
So-
You're the guy that everyone's there for.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't. I wasn't the guy that everyone was there for. I was the MC, and I had a 5-minute spot. That was it. But I was just like, you know, like I never felt nervous on stage. Like I feel completely natural up there. So I was like, yeah, bring it on. I'd love to headline. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting spots that I shouldn't be allowed to do just yet, but I'm gonna say yes and see what happens. So headlined it. Halfway through my set, Joe made it back to the show and saw me finish.
Yeah.
And like I had a decent set, and we kind of hooked up then, and he was the one who convinced me to do my first solo show in 2019.
Oh, he's the bloke you were talking about before
Yeah,
we started
Joe White.
recording.
Yeah, Joe White.
Yeah. So I was like, this guy sounds familiar.
Yeah, so he was the one who convinced me to do my first solo show in 2019. And I got like 5-star reviews for it. I've done 2 solo shows since then. Got another 5-star review, did one this year. Didn't get reviewed, but I did 20 shows. And like it's gotten to that point now where I'm like, yeah, at some point I think I'll commit full time.
Yeah.
But I haven't quite made that mental flip yet.
Yeah.
Like I haven't just decided I'm going to commit to it.
Yeah.
So I'm real up and down with comedy. Like I'll do a bunch of gigs in a month and it'll go really well. And then I'll just go, I can't be bothered doing it. And then I'll disappear for 3 or 4 months and then I'll come back. But it's at the point where like I've done well enough that people still ask me to be on their shows or ask me to MC their gigs.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like if I wanted to, I could probably reach out and do a lot more work and get a lot more gigs, but I'm lazy. So, and I'm also trying to be a world champion. So at the moment, so at the moment, like golf takes up a lot of my energy.
Yeah.
Probably more energy than stand-up does. Just because that's harder for me to get better at than it is for me to, like I could go up and do stuff that I've done before on stage and it can still be good. Whereas golf, like one week I'll shoot 100 and the next week I'll shoot 83.
Yeah.
So it's so up and down.
Yeah.
And then, you know, trying to work out on top of that, have a full-time job. Shit's just, I don't have a second to breathe.
It's a freaking
Doing
natural.
the 81st best podcast in Perth, trying to get that shit to 8th best. We'll get there.
We'll put in the fucking work. We'll do it together.
But that's
We'll do it
that's
together.
how I got into it, off a dare. And
You
now
never-
and
you
now I
never looked
love
back.
it. Yeah, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world, being able to like I don't care necessarily to do it for fame or money.
Yeah.
I think maybe because I haven't flipped over to commit to it. I think that'd
okay, so
probably
it's
be
still
a
just
goal
kind
if
of
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I'm on stage, the feeling of being able to make people forget about whatever shit they're going through in their day or week or month, like if it's for 5 minutes, I can make you forget about how shit your day was.
Yeah.
I'll walk home happy. That's the best gift you can give somebody. Like I genuinely think laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah.
Because when I have a shit day and I feel like I'm going to break down or nothing seems like it's going well.
Yeah.
If you watch like a little 2-minute clip that makes you laugh, or you watch an hour special that makes you laugh,
Or you listen to the 81st
or you listen
best
to the
podcast.
81st Best Podcast and listen to absolute nonsense for an hour and a half, you're not thinking about how shit your day is or how
Yeah.
shit your life is or that assignment that's due tomorrow or how somebody pissed you off on the drive here or whatever. Like, it literally makes the world disappear. And I love that about comedy. Like, that's my biggest passion. Like, I love laughter.
Big up.
Yeah.
Big ups, bro. Yeah.
That would actually be my goal. If I ever became a professional comedian and got to tour the world and all that sort of stuff, whether or not it was to stadiums or Kevin Hart level, or if it was just some dude touring around the world doing comedy to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've actually still got it on my Instagram, unless I've changed the bio. What I want it to read on my headstone is, I just wanted to make the world smile one smile at a time, or make the world laugh one smile at a time.
Let's fucking see if you still have it. Let's see if you've lost touch with the common man.
Yeah, let's see if I'm too big for my boots now. Extra medium
That's pretty
boots.
easy to do, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Now you've got world champion.
Oh, it's on there? Yeah.
He's like, not black, not white, just me, world
Yeah, so that was
champion
my solo
2023.
Yeah, YNF MC.
The darker half of Top
Deck Golf.
Deck, and YNF Australia MC. Yeah.
Yeah. Elite
Bless.
MC now. So I think it's on my comedian page on Facebook. I just want to make the world smile
you got
one
a
laugh
Facebook
at a time
page.
or something. Yeah. But that's like, yeah, it's never been about like trying to be famous or anything. And I think that's why I haven't flipped over to trying to do it full time, because I feel like that becomes the focus a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if I'm doing it full time, I need to make it.
Yeah, things
It's-
change.
yeah,
the whole
and
mindset of it will change.
Yeah. And it's a hard thing to do
I
being
feel you,
full time with comedy, because it's
Yeah.
not a high paying thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
Anything in the arts, like, I mean, even podcasts, entertainment wise,
Takes
nothing is
It takes some hustle, yeah.
good starting off. You got to
But-
grind that shit.
The thing everyone says is just keep going. It's like,
Persistence beats
Yeah.
resistance, man.
Yeah.
Like you just got to keep doing it. And that's like the same thing with golf. You just got to keep
Keep
grinding at it and grinding at it. And, you know, eventually you'll be a world champ like me.
Fucking just
So
fucking
arrogant about it.
find a way to slide it in anyway.
100%, man.
I can just
Hey,
imagine.
what do you want for dinner? Oh, is that world title in the way? Sorry, I just moved that out of the way of the cutlery.
Oh my god.
This is
Absolute nonsense.
Alright, bro. Alright, this last thing just to end the podcast. I have started just getting this thing that pops off on the freaking on the reels. It's called Am I the Asshole?
Oh, dude, I've seen some of these things before.
So
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
Yeah.
So I try to find ones that have some sort of relevance to the people I'm on with.
Yep.
And for you, I've got one about the gym.
Ah, cool. Yep.
Like I said,
Been there.
you're once or twice.
Yeah, just world champ things.
You think this body is just comes from nothing?
Yeah, world champ workout. Releasing it on my channel.
Alright. So the thing here, I feel like this one was a very common thing that happens at gyms a lot. So am I the asshole for not letting someone work in on my machine at the gym? And I'll read their little story.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty frequent gym goer. I like to consider myself someone with a good gym etiquette, but will not let someone work on my machine, on a machine I'm using at the gym. Here's the thing. I only use one machine at a time, and I'm almost always doing 3 sets of 10 reps while using it. I'm never on the same piece of equipment for more than 4 minutes tops. I waited my turn to use the equipment. I feel like people who insist on working in are just impatient or are circuit training, which is an even bigger gym a-hole move.
A-hole
move.
A whole move.
Oh my god. I read it like it was because it says gym little minor sign. What
Yeah.
the fuck that's called? A little minor sign.
Oh,
hole.
right.
So I just thought gym
whole
hole.
move. That wasn't a little move. That was a whole move.
So, am I the asshole for thinking people just need to wait their turn?
It depends. If the gym's packed,
Yeah.
you let somebody work in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, unless you're in the massive big commercial gyms, especially weights areas, there's maybe 2 or 3 of the same machine if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And if they're all busy and you're only going to be there for 4 minutes, dude, when you finish your set, let the other person work in. If
Yeah.
they want to alternate with you, that's cool.
1 minute on, 1 minute off.
Yeah, like if you need help on that last set, that person can be that help spot you. If the
Facts.
gym is dead and you're the only 2 people
Fuck him.
and that person's just standing in front of you like, you're going to let me work in? You're like, fuck you, bitch. Like, go stretch. Fuck off.
You look
Go
pretty-
walk on a treadmill, you. Go inject some steroids, you little bitch. Like, grow some muscles. Fuck, like I work out at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Empty gym. I love it.
Yeah.
If someone came up to me at 4 o'clock in the morning and they're like, hey, bro, you gonna work in? Like, you can go fuck yourself. Go home and go to sleep. Come back later. This is my gym. This is my machine. Go do something else. Go do a squat. Do a lunge. Go skipping. Go to the drinking fountain for all I give a shit. So it's literally down to how busy it is. If it's super busy, work in. If it's dead, fuck off.
Fucking perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, if it's busy, fuck off. I'm a world champion. Don't touch my shit. First question I ask, are you training to be a second-time world champion? Huh? That's what I thought. Go away. When I'm wiping my sweat off this machine, then you can use it. Better yet, you lick my sweat off this machine.
You know what?
Bitch.
You be my butler and you
Yeah.
can clean it for me.
Pick my weights up for me. Do my workout. I'll watch you do my session.
You work
And
out
then
for
I'll
me.
claim the benefits from it.
Oh my goodness, bro! Thank you for coming on. It's
My
been
pleasure, man.
It's been fun.
Absolute pleasure.
It's been fun. This is your time now. You got that camera right in front of you. Talk to the people. Let them know who you are, where to find you, and all your stuff will be on the screen. It'll be in the little description thingy down below.
Cool. Yeah, sweet.
All right, shout out my people. I provide beverages and give you 6 new followers.
Oh yeah, big ups. The lychee tea. Oh, I was just expecting like Lipton. You went to T4. Lychee bits in it. It's the shit.
Talk to the
100%
people.
sugar. Give me diabetes. I love it. I'll be on a sugar high
Like
for
I
the rest
told
of the
you,
evening.
I didn't know what the fuck to order.
Hey
I
man,
was just
you succeeded it. You succeeded at it. Love it.
talk to the people.
So at the moment, like I said, for the Top Deck Golf thing, we've got this tournament coming up. If you're keen in golf and want to check out the tournament or want to be involved sponsors-wise or whatever, naming rights, or if you just want to follow Top Deck, it's Top Deck Golf on Instagram. I am Jason Wood Comedian on Instagram, Jason Wood Comedian on Facebook as well. Don't worry about Snapchat. You don't need to know anything about that. But yeah, posts like a lot of golf stuff, a lot of workout stuff. Every now and then I'll just go on a rant on how dumb I think the world is. And then other days I'm just like exploding with positivity. So if you want to jump on and see how chaotic the life is of a one-time coming up to be 2-time world champion, then jump on board and follow boy.
Let's go.
Yeah, also jump on board and follow this man, even though you're probably listening to it already. But go to YouTube, get him over 100. Get on Insta,
It's
follow
not
the
fucking
links.
happen.
Get
Ready
this
for
man
it.
to sub 80 in Australia or Perth. 100%.
Australia's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Bro. A whole nother ball game.
Top 30 in Australia. Top 80 in Perth, top 30 in Australia.
Imagine.
That's working backwards.
Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Do what he said. Go follow. Go like. Go show the love. Go follow Jason.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of
Fuck,
stuff.
are you a YouTuber?
Nah, man, but I watch it all the time.
Facts.
Yep. Hit that
Alright.
notification button so when he does drop episodes, you know when it's coming up.
Turn that little bell on.
Exactly, man. And then you see a little icon come on and go, bing. Yeah.
It's in my fucking
Yes.
arsenal. It's gonna pop off.
100%.
That's all, guys. I guess all I can say now is toodaloo.
Peace.